I ate some gummies with my husband last night and we ended up in the ER. Yeah, the ER. You know, I didn't realize that it can break. Yeah, it doesn't have a bone, right? There's no bone. So you would think it would be pretty flexible. Well, in its saluted stance, it absolutely can break. So my husband had gotten a promotion at work, and I'm a great wife. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to cook him a fat, juicy steak, and I'm going to meet him at the front door in his favorite outfit of nothing, okay? My husband's a hard-working man, and he deserves to be celebrated, okay? But the thing about a hard-working man is sometimes he's a little late home from work, and a girl like me can find herself into some trouble, okay? Because I decided I'll get the party started a little early. A little early. You know, we had these little adult candy gummies, and I decided I really wanted to celebrate, so I took two. Now, I've only ever done the one, and the one, it was plenty. So why, I guess, really wanted to celebrate. By the time that he finally arrived home, your girl was feeling like a little Caesar's pizza. Perfect. Amazing. Like we skipped the steak and went straight for dessert. Things were moving right along. Things were great. About 2 hours in, I guess that second one was really doing its thing because I decided I was going to go fucking WWE, I guess, and try out a new move. And my husband, he had partook in one. He was down. Mans was down. Except I don't know if I just hadn't really drank enough water beforehand, but your girl, she got a bit of a cramp at a really bad time. And let's just say my husband ended up on the floor, and there was a pop, a bad pop. And in that moment, we both knew we was headed to the ER. Yeah. As if the situation wasn't embarrassing enough, I knew the lady working triage, okay? And they needed details on what happened. Like, I actually had to reenact the scenario. So, I was embarrassed, but they were like, girl, we've seen way crazier things. People putting things in all types of, like, y'all are good. Like, healthy marriage, yes, queen. So, I'm like, okay. I'm starting to feel a little better. They tell us that, like, it can break, but it's technically not broken. He's just out of commission for a couple days. We're good. Or so I think, okay? I'm like, hey, babe, I don't have my phone. You got yours? He's like, no. I'm like, well, let me go get him out of the car. I step out to go get our phones out of the car, and by the time I get to the lobby, I recognize some faces out there. Yeah, I do. My in-laws are sitting out there, and when they see me, they looked pretty panicked. They looked pretty fucking panicked. And I'm like, oh, shit, because I'm thinking, is there something wrong with them? I rush to them. They rush to me. I'm like, oh, my God, is everything okay? And they're like, we've been trying to call you guys. Like, are you guys okay? Like, we tried to call, no answer. We looked at your location and saw you guys were at the ER. We just had to make sure you're okay. Are you okay? And they start asking for their son. They said, is he okay? I said, yeah, he's going to be just fine. They said, what's wrong with them? Well, have you ever had to tell your in-laws that you broke their son's... Yeah, I could tell they wanted to ask a few more questions. They didn't. Except now my mother-in-law is begging me to show her the move. She wants to know the move. So in case you were wondering, it can break. And you only need one spicy cube because two... too many.